Welcome back to Eagle Inventory. In this video, we will learn how to process customer returns and vendor returns. To process a customer return, you need to have an invoice in the system. To look for your invoices, go to Customers, then look up Orders and Invoices, and you can switch this toggle button to view if you have invoices. In this case, we have invoice 1 with product A and product B. Now, to create a customer return, go to Customers, Customer Return, and create a return by invoice or by items. Let's select Create a Return by Invoice. So now we have the invoice appear here with the two line items. Select the item that you want to return and click Issue a New Customer Return. Enter the quantity to return and enter the reason. So let's go through the direct return process for now. Click on Direct Return and let's process it. Alright, so now the return has been processed successfully and the returned quantity is 2. If we go to View Customer Returns, we can see that the status for this return is Received. This return will now be created as a credit memo in the system. Click View Credit Memos, and we have a pending credit memo here. To finalize this, simply click Process Credit Memo. And if we look for product B, we can see the return on its product history. So we can see that under Products, Manage Products, and we'll search for the product here. And let's click the eye icon. And we will see on the transaction details here. So we have a customer return with the reference number and the quantity. Now, to create a vendor return, we must make sure that the product is still in stock in the system. Otherwise, we can't ship the product out of the inventory or out of the warehouse. So let's go to Vendors, click Vendor Return, and click Create Vendor Return. Let's select a vendor, and let's enter the vendor RMA number. Let's enter the quantity to return, and hit Process. So now the vendor return has been created. We can click View Vendor Returns here, and ship it out of the warehouse. The status here is at warehouse, so we can find it in Outbound, Vendor Return. Now we have the vendor return on the screen. Click on the items, and when ready, click on Pick, Pack, and Ship. Now the vendor return is completed. Let's go back to Vendor Returns. Now the status is Shipped, and we can view that under Bills and Credit Memos. So it should create a pending credit memo in the system. And to finalize it, click Create Credit Memo. That ends the video on how to create a customer return and process the customer return, and also create a vendor return and process the vendor return.